All right. So let's get into academics going over his opinion about Drake suing uh UMG and Spotify over the Not Like Us video with the Not Like Us song. Let's get it.
Yo, iHeart, I need that girl up there, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Keep Jess Hilarious for all the ratchet female jokes, but that girl is informative. Yeah, y'all should want to keep her. Here we go. Here my boy go.
For like what are the crimes, and I want everybody to know what's going on whatsoever. So I'm being told that it's not even specifically about Kendrick. Kendrick was just like the backdrop of it all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie either. I do like her better than what's her face? Jess Hilarious. I do kind of like her more. I like them both, but I think she does a better professional job. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of enjoyed her more
because these money conversations and negotiations.
Yeah, kind of what we have kind of said. Yo, iHeart, I need that girl up there, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Keep Jess Hilarious for all the ratchet female jokes, but that girl is informative. Yeah, y'all should want to keep her. Here we go. Here my boy go.
I've been around a lot of rappers and legal drama, and this is the best one I've ever seen when you understand it. So first, this isn't a lawsuit. It's a petition where Drake is asking the court to require Universal Music Group to give him evidence that he needs to bring a RICO lawsuit and a lawsuit alleging illegal business practices. What he says is, I don't know who the other people were involved with Universal, but under the law, Universal has to tell me who they are so I can sue them for the following. Civil RICO, deceptive business practices. What these people did is they use illegal bots to make it seem like Not Like Us was a lot more popular than it actually was. They cite to an Akademiks interview where Akademiks is on stream talking to some dude, and the dude says, I got paid $5,000.
See, in my opinion, man, I think Drake and Akademiks are working together. I think he's behind this. In my opinion, do I have proof? No, but I'm allowed to voice my opinion in this beautiful country of ours. I have freedom of speech. And in my opinion, I'm just saying, could it be? I'm not saying it is, but could it be? Because Akademiks was, it seemed like he was leading. He was leading the way to this lawsuit. You know, it's like he was guiding Drake through this. And like it seems like everything Akademiks was talking about, Drake actually followed. So, you know, it's because he was talking about this like 2 months ago. He was talking about how Drake is trying to renegotiate and, you know, all these problems and this and that and that and this. And then he was the one that brought the guy, as you just heard, he's the one that brought this person that allegedly botted for Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us song. He did that on Kendrick Lamar's birthday. So I don't know. I think something going on with DJ Akademiks and Drake. In my opinion.
And promised a percent of Not Like Us in exchange for delivering 30 million fake bot streams when Not Like Us first launched so that it would seem more popular than it was and the algorithms would bump it up everywhere. What's really interesting about Drake's claim is that if you watch the Akademiks interview, Akademiks questions the veracity, the truth of this guy.
Look at Akademiks smirk.
Claim is that if you watch the Akademiks interview, Akademiks
guilty. Look at Akademiks smirk. He like, Look at his little smirk. He got this little devilish little evil smirk on him. I don't like that look. I don't like that little smirk you got on your face. You look guilty. Yeah, you up to something, huh? You and Drake working behind the scenes?
Question everywhere. What's really interesting about Drake's claim is that if you watch the Akademiks interview, Akademiks questions the veracity, the truth of this guy saying, hey, bro, are you sure? Like, somebody promised you points for bot streams? There's producers and engineers and people who feature on songs who don't get a percent of the song. And somebody promised you. Akademiks questioned this guy's story. Anyway, Drake's lawyers saw it fit for a filing in a New York State court. And they say, look, this is some evidence of the bots. Then they say that
So basically, it seemed like Akademiks led Drake to this case. So Drake lawyers seen this and decided to follow up on this with a lawsuit. Do y'all think that's by coincidence? Do y'all think it's just by coincidence? What you up to, Akademiks? He started the whole thing and made several lives about it. Yep. He was the one that started this whole narrative about this bot thing. And then this bot thing just, caught fire. And, a lot of people reacted to it. But now all of a sudden, Drake's lawyer seen this and followed up with it with an actual, well, not a lawsuit, but a petition, right? So, very interesting, very interesting.
Universal typically takes a cut in order for somebody like Spotify to put a Universal song on Spotify. And that
exactly this, and I've been saying this in my last video. This is the round 2 that he was hitting about. That's why, like, he was telling us about this. He was saying it without saying it. He was just like, just wait and see. We are going to win round 2. This is round 2. This is the round 2 that he was referring to. He looked real guilty right now. He got that face like he want to brag and be like, yeah, I did it. But he don't want to, he just kind of, he want to brag and boast, but he know he can't react too much. So he just trying to play it cool, But he definitely has a guilty look. He has that guilty look like, you motherfucker, you. I know what you're up to, allegedly. In my opinion, allegedly. I'm just saying, you look sneaky as hell. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly, in my opinion.
in this case, Universal wanted Not Like Us to be more popular, and so they agreed to take a lower cut, and they gave it to Spotify on the low, cheaper. They paid radio for plays that, hey, Universal Music Group, in order to make Not Like Us artificially popular, paid people in radio. Apparently, they claim that all of this is illegal and that it caused damage to Drake by reducing his popularity, getting him less streams. They argue that streaming is a zero-sum game. Every time Not Like Us got...
He want to smile so bad. And he's a really braggadocious person, and boy, he want to smile so bad. He want to smile so bad, but he just trying to have a poker face. You can tell he want to smile. Yeah. I know you want to smile.
Got streamed. It resulted in Drake not getting a stream because you necessarily can't get a stream if everybody's listening to something else on that day. And they have all these other wild allegations in there, including this idea that Universal is firing people who have loyalty to Drake and preferring people who have loyalty to Kendrick. They also claim that Universal told Drake that, hey, none of this is our problem. Your problems are with Mr. Lamar. You should sue. Kendrick Lamar's last name, by the way, is Duckworth. They say your problems are with Mr. Duckworth. You should sue Mr. Duckworth. And if you sue Mr. Duckworth, maybe we'll jump in there with...
Yo, Duckworth is crazy. I ain't gonna cap. Kendrick don't look like no damn Duckworth. Duckworth sound like the DuckTales person, that a rich dude from DuckTales. DuckTales, woo! Duckworth is crazy. I ain't gonna cap. That's a crazy ass last name. Sound like the DuckTales dude.
You, because what I think is happening here, first off, my mind is spinning because I can't imagine that you're relying on a source that Akademiks questioned, and that. But here's what I think is happening. I think you might have a situation where Drake realizes that Not Like Us and everything around that song and this battle has forever tarnished his earning ability and his ability to make that money. This is what I think is so significantly reduced that he's got to do everything he possibly can to get it back, even if that means filing these claims where you're out here. I would never file a claim like this if I were him, unless I guess there was that much money on the line. Because from a PR perspective, my gosh, what do we think, people? Does this play well or does this play poorly for the boy?
Poorly.
I'm wondering how much they lowball Drake. Honestly, they must have lowballed him significantly, right? Let's say you want to say they gave him 400 first. He does that, he recoups. Let's say he asked for 600. I'm wondering if they said 600, nigga. We won't even give you 300 right now, nigga. Take 290. I wonder what happened.
Universal Music has put out a response to the Drake lawsuit. Essentially what they're saying is, look, you can come up with whatever legal arguments you want, say that we did this, we did that, but it's the fans that make songs popular. It's the fans who choose what songs they want to listen to. And my question to the general public, putting aside for a second the Drake angle and his claims that Kendrick Lamar's song was artificially boosted and it made him look bad, put that aside for a second. Does anybody believe Universal Music when it says the fans decide what's popular? Or is there a large feeling amongst the public that the companies that control the algorithms that decide what what songs show up on the playlist, and the companies that actually control the playlist, that where they have preset playlists, that these algorithms and these playlists are what decides what people listen to. Like the old days, radio kind of decided what people listen to, and now streaming company algorithms decide. That's what I believe. I think that's what a lot of people believe. And when Lucy and Grange put this statement out here, oh, please believe it, that the fans will always choose what they listen to. Yeah, I don't know so much about that, bro. Universal Music has put out a response to...
Now, some people are going to look at Drake and say, yo, Drake, you're doing exactly what you say you wouldn't do. You're not, you had your time, but you're not bowing out gracefully. It appears that you're about to go kicking and screaming. There was a time, Spotify playlist cover Drake Christian. There's a time where Drake supposedly, they said Drake was the cover of like even gospel playlists, right? And I forgot what it was, but it was like he dropped some song, they made him play the playlist cover of everything, even some categories he wasn't involved with. And some people felt like, well, yeah, well, that was his time, right? And he didn't complain then. So maybe he's now complaining now when it's going in somebody else's favor, right? That's an argument there.
Exactly.
I see.
Being a little spoiled brat. Being an entitled spoiled brat.
I see Complex Music kind of talking about this, right? And Complex, I don't know what's up with Complex, but they've been super heavy anti-Drake. I don't know if they're just kind of following what they think their audience likes or whatever. Or maybe I'm just too much of a Drake fan, and I'm thinking anybody who's posting critique about Drake is a hater. I don't know. Either could be true. Anyway, so I seen they posted this. It says they said Universal Music Group has responded to Drake claims about the alleged artificial inflation claims of Not Like Us. And I seen Boy Wonder. Shout out to my boy Wonder. He says Universal owns a stake in Complex, by the way. Which I was like, what the fuck? Complex Media, who owns it? Now, when I was there, it was owned by Verizon and Hearst, but I think they sold it. What the fuck? What's this? Yeah, Complex. Yeah, back in the day, it was owned by Verizon and Hearst. Who owns it now? Okay, now it's owned by Network. Who owns Complex? Okay, so it's owned by Network. Yeah, BuzzFeed sold them. They sold them to Network. Let's see. Who owns NT? CEO of Network, blah, blah. Co-founder, Oh, Universal Music Group. A strategic partner in the acquisition of Complex. Hey. It is what it is, man. Wait, Universal Music Group owns Complex? That's like a conflict of interest. Because if I'm Universal Music Group, I would have Complex talk shit about anybody not on Universal Music Groups. Or shit on anybody who I need to get shit on.
Man, stop complaining.
Interesting.
Because I'm sure he was getting all the perks and stuff when he was on top. Listen, your time has come. All right, everybody got to retire. It's just time to bow out gracefully. All right, Kendrick got the torch. It's Kendrick's turn. It is what it is.
The Drake lawsuit. Essentially what they're saying is, look, you can come up with whatever legal arguments you want, say that we did this, we did that, but it's the fans that make songs popular. It's the fans who choose what songs they want to listen to. And my question to the general public, putting aside for a second the Drake angle and his claims that Kendrick Lamar's song was artificially boosted and it made him look bad, put that aside for a second. Does anybody believe Universal Music when it says the fans decide what's popular?
Bro, they were playing that song the next day. I remember literally the next day I seen Rick Ross. He was at some club and they was playing it at the club. I was seeing videos on Instagram, people playing that song at the club, people outside dancing to it. That song was an instant hit. It was instant hit. I remember seeing it all on social media. I'm like, damn, people already making videos, TikTok videos. They was playing it in the club. People outside. It was a instant hit organically. It was an organically consumer banger. People heard it. People ran with it. It is what it is. So, in my opinion, numbers didn't have to do anything with it. I don't care about numbers. I didn't look at the Spotify numbers and say, ooh, Spotify said that this is a good song, so it must be a good song. I don't care about no damn numbers. I don't even look at the numbers. Listen to the music. Do I like the beat? Do I like the hook? Is it catchy? Checks all three. Smash. This was a banger right off the rip. You cannot deny that. So I don't know what this lawsuit is about. You can't deny the initial reaction when people first heard that song. When people first heard that song, it was on go.
Or is there a large feeling amongst the public that the companies that control the algorithms that decide what songs show up on the playlists, and the companies that actually control the playlists, that where they have preset playlists, that these algorithms and these playlists are what decides what people listen to? Like the old days, radio kind of decided what people listen to, and now streaming company algorithms decides what I believe. I think that's what a lot of people believe. And when Lucy and Grange put this statement out here, oh, please believe it, that the fans will always choose what they listen to. Yeah, I don't know so much about that, bro. Universal Music has put out a response.
So here's the thing. Drake lawyers have to win that lawsuit, in my opinion, in order to be successful. They have to win it for big money, because look at the PR. It looks like an abject PR disaster on a level I've never seen before. Look at the PR. Look at the response across Twitter. If you don't win this lawsuit for B's, like 100 M's, I don't see how you will ever win the decision that you just made. Wow, look at this PR debacle. And so you're the guy who went out there and greenlit this. You have to bring it home with the biggest returns. So here's the thing. Drake lawyers.
I agree. Here's the thing, though. I think this is an uphill battle for Drake to win, because, bro, the only way he wins this is if these companies give him the information that is snitching on themselves. I'm pretty sure this isn't their first rodeo. These companies know about the FCC.
And they probably did it for Drake. Like, I don't understand. If they are allegedly botting, I'm sure they allegedly botted for Drake too. When he was on his run with all them #1 hits, Billboards, #1 consecutives, I'm sure those numbers were inflated as well. I'm sure they did the same thing to Kendrick, allegedly, if what they did to Kendrick is true. They probably did the same thing for you, Drake. So he's just a sore loser. At the end of the day, in my opinion, he's just a sore loser. He been winning all these years. Well, it's been about 10 years he been #1. Bro, it's okay. You had a good run. Take your ball and go home. All right? You can ride off in the sunset and have a great life. It's okay. It ain't gonna be the end of the world. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Like, I mean, like this kind of becomes a little bit close to home. That's why I'm it's a little bit close to home, so I don't want to say too much because I'm good. But it's a reason why these companies have a way to designate certain shit. Oh, I wasn't doing. I was paying for a consultant. That's not payola. That's a consultant. If a company gives Akademiks $100,000 to tell them what's popping or what's not, that's technically the consultation that I'm doing for, let's say, I don't know, let's say for 6 months or album rollout period. Say that's the consultation, but it kind of also inherently includes me playing that person's song a lot, because now I'm tuning into their music a lot more, and I genuinely, because I'm also looking into their life, I'm posting about their life a lot more. And it's did they pay to do something, or did they pay me to consult? But the very nature of the consultation that came with $100,000, I'm now kind of like really in tune with what's going on with them. And
kind of like Drake. Is that why you smirking so much? Because it sounds like you're telling on yourself, low-key. Because you can't seem to stop smiling. Why? Is that what happened with you? Are you telling us without telling us? Because it's written all over your face. Why you got that damn smirk on your face? Smirking too damn hard. You're smiling too hard.
so it's going to be really hard to prove. But secondary, here's the thing. Universal probably don't have the data for it. You're going to have to go get Kendrick. So this is why I kind of agree with the PR nightmare, because yes, I think anybody who's getting at Drake today, saying that Drake is, suing Kendrick, you're flagrantly wrong. He's not. But I don't think this lawsuit goes anywhere without you suing Kendrick. And that becomes the problem, right? So you're going to either have to rip that Band-Aid off by saying, yeah, I am suing that fuck nigga. And even then, bro, let me tell you how companies like Kendrick's, like PG Lang and other companies move. Like, bro, it's under the table. They're greasing you up. Universal's going to cut POs. Yo, you work with these other companies? Yo, bro, I'm going to just send you some Bitcoin. Yo, bro, like, yo, you in New York when I get there? I'm going to just give you cash. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Bruh. So again, that might be illegal technically with FCC, especially with like airwaves and shit like that. But it's kind of unregulated, bro. Like, you're not going to catch these niggas doing that. You're not going to catch these niggas for bots. Like, you got to be a stupid motherfucker to get caught for bots. I'm being honest with you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yo, I think 80% of artists are botting. You got to be a stupid motherfucker. Yo, listen, I talked to my guy from Spotify. Shout out to my man Carl. Like, he actually, this is not a thing for Spotify or nothing like that, but that's just his experience. He's like, yo, we do a really good job to make sure all streams are real. Like, our team is pretty good doing shit like that. Bruv, of course you're not gonna catch the bots. Like, what the fuck? Like, this whole industry that's about manipulating that. Like, of course that you're not gonna catch everything, right? Of course, y'all think y'all do, but it's probably impossible for y'all to do. Same with Apple, right? It is what it is.